Hello everyone, it's great to see you once again. It's been quite a while. I trust you're doing good and I hope all is going well with you. Happy Independence in areas. It's nice seeing you once again. Yeah, this is Akhaze Okeshola, and this is Life Issues with Akhaze, where we help you make the right choices in your relationships, marriage, career, and finances. I want to believe that you've been enjoying our videos, and I believe that today you will learn a lot more. Today I have I have a topic which I want us to share, or which it occurred to me and we need to share based on trends happening in the society today, which we see every now and then. And the topic, what I want to discuss today, is taken from the scriptures. It says, "You are fearfully and wonderfully made." You are fearfully and wonderfully made. And the main objective of this video is to help us understand that when God created us, He created us perfectly, and so we should be content with whom God has made us to be. That's the crux of what we're going to be talking about today, and I want to believe that you will learn. You'll be reminded of God's word, and you will learn more of what God's mind is concerning you and concerning your choices. So what prompted about this message or this topic that I want to discuss and that I want to discuss right now? Every time I step out, I'm sure we all know, when we go out, we move around, we see people we see people who having bringing all kind of enhancements. We see people who they don't seem to be satisfied with the way they are, but appearance wise, they try to increase, they try to enhance themselves so that they can make themselves attractive to others, make themselves acceptable. We see a lot of enhancements, a lot of things, people trying to improve themselves, in quotes, trying to make themselves more acceptable in their own mind, to others, and this, good as it may seem on the surface, you'll find out that people have gone to some lengths to enhance themselves, which in doing that they seem to distort the way God has created them. And nowadays we see people who they go for breast enlargement, they go for penis enlargement. You can just imagine. You see artificial eyelashes, you see the issue of makeup. Makeup is not bad, but when you make up and then you become, when someone sees you, you can't even recognize you, then that is a real issue, I believe. A woman will say, "Oh, I don't want to be a woman anymore, I want to become a man." You have the transgender, it's so rampant, especially in the West. It's coming down here, even to Nigeria. You have all sorts of things people do. The men, what do? They say, "Oh, someone like me who doesn't have all the chest in the world, or I want to have I want to become bigger, perhaps I'll be able to, when I become a macho man, I'll be able to attract some ladies." What do? They go and, fine, exercise is good, they go do bodybuilding, they want to have six packs, all those things. On the surface they look how will I put it now? On the surface they look okay. They look okay. Oh, you want to look better, no problem. But we want to see what is God's mind concerning this matter. What is God's mind concerning this issue in particular? Some people, they are dark skinned like me and they want to change their color. They become, they bleach, they apply bleaching creams and toning and all those things, and they become yellow and become, you would, if you saw them 10 years ago and you happen to meet them 10 years after, you say, is it the same person? So these things thrive. You talk about liposuction. People enlarge their butts, especially the ladies, enlarge their butts, enlarge their breasts, enlarge, just to make themselves attractive to others, just to make themselves acceptable to others, especially the opposite sex. You know, and in all these things, the question we want to ask ourselves is that what does God say about these things? What is God's mind about all these things? Are they okay? Even though they may be okay to us, are they okay to God? You know, and like I don't know if I've said it before, but I will always say things that the Word of God says. What is the mind of God concerning this matter? That is what we. That's what we make our choices on, or that's what you should make your choices on. That's what I should make my choice on. So let's go to the Word of God. Psalm 139 verse 14. That is where the topic of this video was taken from. Psalm 139. It's been one of my favorite verses over the years. Psalm 139 verse 14. Now it says, thank you for making me so wonderfully complex. Your workmanship is marvelous. How well I know it. King James, I'm reading from New Living Translation. King James says, it says, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works. Psalm 139 verse 14. Let us go to Genesis 1 verse 26 to 27, where it all started. When God created man, when God created the whole world, what did God say about this creation? These are very important things that we need to know as a basis for us to decide what is God saying concerning this, concerning concerning you enhancing yourself, or you changing how you look. What is God saying about it? Genesis 1:26 to 27. It says, then God said, let us make human beings in our image, to be like us. They will reign over the fish. They will reign over the fish in the sea, the birds in the sky, the livestock, all the wild animals on the earth, and the small animals that scurry along the ground. 27. So God created human beings in his own image. In the image of God, he created them. Male and female, he created them. Let's go to verse 31. Verse 31, which is the crux of the what I'm trying to emphasize here this month. It says, then, verse 31, it says, then God looked over all he had made, and he saw that it was very good. And the evening passed and morning came, marking the sixth day. Now, what do we see from these passages? Psalm 139 says, you and I are fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are the works of God, because God created us. Meaning that when God created us, he created us in a fearful, in a wonderful way. He created us in a marvelous way. And then Genesis tells us that God said, let us create man in our own image. Meaning you and I. Are you black? Are you dark? Are you dark in complexion like me? Are you white and fair complexion? Are you a Caucasian? Are you from the West? Are you from are you an Asian? Are you an African? God created you in his own image. God created me in his own image. And he said, let us create man in our own image. He said, male and female, he created them. He said they will rule over the sea. And now, at the end of Genesis chapter 1, the Bible said that God looked over all that he created, and the Bible said that they were all good. They were all perfect. What are we trying to say here? Brother, sister, auntie, uncle, you and I are perfect in God's sight. God created you and I to be perfect. Created you and I to be perfect. So, growing up, if you are dark skinned, don't think, oh God, why did you make me light skinned? Don't change your colors. Don't change your complexion. If you are short, don't try to you want to wear shoes that will make you tall. God had a purpose why he created you that way. He had a purpose why he created you that way. So what can we see from this? Number one thing I want us to know that never look down on yourself, because God does not look down on you. God created you perfectly. God created you wonderfully. If you have breasts that are not so big, God created you that way. And you are perfect as far as he can see, as far as God is concerned, you are perfect. And if you are perfect, why should somebody say you are not perfect? Why should you say you are not perfect? So never look down yourself. Be content with, secondly, be content with whom God has made you to be. Because God himself sees you as what? Perfect. Be content. Be content. Also, I want to say that what you are special what in God's eyes. You are special. That should be enough for you. You know, a lot of times when we try to change how we look because we want to attract the opposite sex or attract, make to be accepted before that, you are trying. It's as if it's as if you owe everything to those other people. No, God who created you sees you as what? Perfect. He sees you as what? As perfect. You are special before him. You are special before him. So that should be enough for you. That should be enough for you. Should be enough for you. If God didn't give you long eyelashes, why do you want to have long eyelashes? you know, if God didn't give you 6 packs, why do you want to have 6? Some people were naturally gifted with 6 packs. That's the gift of God for them. If God didn't give you 6 packs like he did give, like he did, like me, why should you want to transform yourself to have 6 packs? And sometimes, when some people do it, or it becomes something else. In fact, they even look uglier than they were. Honestly, take a look. Go out and check. You know, when you see people, sometimes some people, it doesn't come out well because it's not really God's desire for you to change what he has created. You are perfect. Well, the way God created you, you are perfect. Now, let me also say another thing which you should learn from what we are seeing. From this passage we are read. One thing I want to say, even for the singles, those who are looking for, maybe because of they are looking for a partner, and so that's why they are changing themselves, or they are doing things or one thing or the other to enhance themselves in a way that God has not approved or God has not made them to be. One thing is that there is a spouse out there, there is a guy, there is a lady out there who will accept you the way you are, without those enhancements. God has proposed it to be so. There's a guy who will accept you as a dark in complexion lady. There is a lady there who will accept you as someone who has a flat chest like me and not a 6 packs. There is. There is a guy who will accept you even when you don't have all the big butts. You understand? Your butt is not as big as somebody else, as some others. There is a guy who will accept you. What are we talking about? We've seen people married for donkey years, and they don't have those artificial things. They don't have those, and they've been married for years. People are still married even without those things. So don't say because I'm looking for I want to attract a spouse, so let me change the way God has made me so that I can find myself attractive. No, that is not good. That is not the will of God. That's not the will of God. So also another thing that I want to say on this is that anything you do outside the will of God does not last, does not stand the test of time. Akhaze 6, you see that Akhaze 6 verse 9, Luke 12 verse 15. Time may not permit us to to open those passages. Anything you do outside of the will of God will not stand the test of time. It will bring issues. It will bring issues. We've seen people who went to do a butt enlargement. Enlarging of they want to have a hourglass shape, ladies, and it backfired. It backfired. Lastly, on this aspect, one thing you need to know also is that instead of putting so much energy, spending so much money on these enhancements to make yourself the way God did not make you to, did not create you, put more effort into building your inner man. Put more effort into building what? Your inner man, who you are on the inside, because that is what will last. 1 Peter 3 verse 3 to 4. It said that there. 1 Peter 3 verse 3 to 4. It says, don't be concerned about the outward beauty of fancy hairstyles, expensive jewelry, or beautiful clothes. You should clothe yourself instead with the beauty that comes from within, the unfading beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is so precious to God. That was Apostle Peter, who was encouraging, advising that look, it's not bad to wear clothes, it's not bad to do hairstyles or do whatever, but he says, what is the most important thing? The most important thing is who we are on the inside. That is what will last. That is what will last. That is what will last. That's what will last. Because let me tell you, if you have all these enhancements, you have a large butt, you have a large bust, you have large breast, you have six packs chest, you are fair in complexion, have all the eyelashes, if you have all these things, but you have a bad character, your inner man is not right, even in the sight of God, I tell you, all those things, all those enhancements will not keep your home, will not keep a guy. I'm sure some of you who are watching this thing, you can attest to that. That is a fact. These things do not keep homes. I mean, go to some homes, some couples that are married, maybe recently or in time past. The lady is fantastically beautiful, fantastically. And the lady has all these enhancements, has all these things, but you still see the man running after some other lady. You still see the man running after, having extramarital affairs with a secretary or with some other person. You still see. So you ask yourself that, oh, these things, couldn't they keep the guy? Couldn't they keep the husband? Ladies guys who are very handsome or whatever, you still see, who are, they have the six packs and have all those whatever. You still see the ladies going after other men, or their wives going after other men. Why? It is what you have in inside that can keep a home. That's the way God has made it. Nothing more, nothing less. It is what you have on the inside that can keep a home, not your enhancements, not your eyelashes. Your eyelashes may attract the guy to you, but I tell you, it will end there. The guy may be with you, he may even marry you. But I tell you, tomorrow he will see a lady who has a better eyelashes than you. He will go for it because that's what attracted him to you in the first place. But if you have that good spirit, good heart within, I tell you, it's going to be, you are going to have a better. You're going to keep that. Even if that husband wants to go out, or that lady wants to go outside and do, or think twice and say, this my wife or this my husband is precious to me because of what is on the inside. Because of what is on the inside. So, so much more to be said, but I think I need to round up here. I need to round up here. That look. It is a known fact that these enhancements, we are talking about homes here, marriage, because I think that's an ultimate. It does not keep a home. It does not keep a husband or a wife. It is only transitionary. So I want to encourage you, in conclusion, as I conclude today, be content with who God has created you to be. Be content. Be content with whom God has created you to be. Seek on building up your inside, building up your character, having a good character. Of course, we cannot come without you having a relationship with God. Seek on doing that and watch how God will do the best for you. I pray that as you do these things, God will really help you to come out with the best. God bless you. God bless you. Please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like, share, follow my page. If you're on YouTube, subscribe to my channel. If you're on Facebook, follow my page. Invite others to follow. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and like. And if you have any questions or any views, please put it down in the comment section. God bless you. Till next time. See you again. God bless you.